Hi everyone. All right, here we are in week 6. Before I get into the details of the assignments for this week, I just wanted to pop back over here to home and point out that I have added some shortcuts to the instructions for our writing project 3 here, and the first part of our writing project 3. I've also left the shortcut for writing project 2, just in case anybody still needs that. Please know that I'm over halfway done with the grading of writing project 2, and I'm really impressed with the work that you all have been doing. I should have those finished by Tuesday night. That's always my goal, to get them done within a week. So look for that. Let me know if you have any questions. But again, I am really impressed with your work, especially at such a fast pace. So here, read these instructions over and over to make sure that you understand. And one thing I wanted to reiterate here is that we are working on an informational research project that will lead to an informational report. We are not going to try and persuade an audience to accept something or to do something or to believe something. This is not a persuasive or argumentative essay. It's an informational one, an expository essay. It would be like if we were working for a business or a nonprofit and the board asked us to go and gather information on homelessness in Arizona. And so we went out and we did a bunch of research and we gathered sources, and then we would come back to our audience, that board, and present them with that information. We would not tell them what to do with it. We would not tell them what to believe or what to act on. We would simply present that information, and that's what we are doing here. So keep that in mind. That's an important aspect of this whole project. And the second quick link I have here is to our first part, which is that annotated bibliography. We are gathering those sources right now, and we're writing this annotated bibliography. So review again what is expected. Here is the handout that shows every detail and the student example, and here are the 3 sources, just or 4 sources that we're needing. So look at all of that. Okay, so now let's go back there and get into week 6. There we go. And see what we are doing this week. And I have published all of week 6 and the first couple things on week 7, just so you can see the upcoming due date for our annotated bibliography, so you can, schedule your time in your mind and get it all set. I like to have that in front of me. So let's look at week 6. Here's what we're doing. We just have 3 things to submit this week. Most of what we're going to be doing is continuing to research and start writing. Okay, keep writing, because this annotated bibliography is due a week from Tuesday. All right, so let's see. First thing I have here is that example again of another student's annotated bibliography, so you can see what it looks like. Make sure when you turn this in that you have all 4 things required for each source. So you have the MLA citation, full citation, you have a summary, and understand that the more time you put into writing this summary, the more ahead you're going to be when writing the report coming up. Okay, so take that time when writing a summary. Make sure that you write it so that the audience knows you're writing a summary. Keep that author completely present in every single sentence. The author does this, then they do this, then they do this. Now, one thing this student example does is it presents it as this article does this article does that. Don't do that. If you know the author's name, always refer to the author. Okay, the author is the one who has the agency. They're the one making the decisions, not the article on its own. So this is better. Davies talks about, she goes over. Okay, keep that in mind. So you'll need that. You'll need that quote, and then you will need a little note, just few sentences, maybe about 3 sentences on what this source provides. Maybe it provides a great definition or something like that. So keep that in mind. There's that example. And then what we are going to be doing, and this needs to be started, the initial post needs to be started by Tuesday night. And I've got here some great handouts on writing introductions and conclusions. This information will apply more when we get into the report writing coming up next, but these are awesome. So read over those, post just a short description of the points that you found new and surprising and what you want to remember, and then respond to a couple peers' posts by Thursday night or so. Okay, just as long as that's in there. That's going to be started Tuesday night. Right here is I've got kind of a repeat, but kind of an edited down page of information on finding those reference sources. Okay, so as an informational essay, you are going to have to tell your audience what this topic is, define it for them, offer them some history on this, some background, some scope. Okay, what I've done here is I have remade, this is a new video that I made just this morning because Chandler Gilbert decided to change their library website, so it's a little different. So I've just updated this. It's not very long, and I also have made a really quick, I think it's just like a 30-second video on how to find databases. And here's that video on databases, because in the next assignment, this is due Thursday night, is this worksheet where I want you to write down 3 of the 4 articles or sources that you have found that you are planning to use. Okay, and within this, I want to know what databases you searched, the article titles right here, just the titles is just fine, and then I want the full MLA citations for all 3 of them and describe your process. That's it. For write that and get that in there. And then the last thing we are doing this week is an MLA citations quiz. Okay, we can use some reviewing on this. So read over, this is open book, open, I've got so many sources on our module. Here's shortcuts to everything and some information. Take that as many times as you want to get the best grade that you can. It provides you with the things that you need to work on in each time. And then I will post this next week's video next Saturday, and then this will be due. This first part will be due next Tuesday. All right? Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great week and have a happy 4th.